Hi friends, it's Robin with PaleBird Designs, and welcome back to Basics Bootcamp Tumbler Edition, where me and two other amazing artists share all the best tips, tricks, and tumbler making secrets. This week, it's simple teacher tumblers, and I'm going to show you how I did this beautiful vinyl pencil tumbler. First, we're going to cut our designs onto tacky tape in the pencil, and you're also going to want to cut it out on your vinyl as well. I cut the whole stencil. You could separate it out, just kind of up to you. Then for applying my tacky tape to my tumbler, I wrap it, line it up on the cup, and tape it down. Score a little bit on the bottom so you can pull up that inch or so. Missed a little spot. Roll it down and press it down flat. Then you can remove the tape. Unroll it the other way. And then I like to peel up the very first part and push down and roll towards me to get it on. And I overlapped my tacky tape a little bit. I'll show you how I fix that in the future. We're going to cut out our vinyl piece as well so it's easier to work with. And we're going to start by putting the vinyl on our cup. So since we're starting with this right side piece, it is going to be the left side of the seam. And here you'll see where my seams overlapped, so I ripped my tacky tape. I just score the edge with my nail so I can see where the line is and run along it with my razor knife. Then we can add this piece of vinyl. Score off the little extra where we have the overlap. And move on to the next piece. All of these seams in between the vinyls are getting a nail tape seam over it. So you don't have to have them perfectly straight. You just want them as straight as you can so you don't have to have too thick of a piece of vinyl in between them. This one really didn't want to go on straight for me. And then once you've got all your vinyl pieces on, it's time to move on to the glitter. So I'm going to put my tumbler in, or my tumbler grip into my tumbler so it's easier to handle. And we're going to start with our glitter designs. Tighten it up a little bit more. And I'm going to start with the bottom because it's my darkest colors. And because I cut my template a little bit short, I'm going to do it a little bit differently to show you how I would fix that for this design. So I'm going to take off both of my bottom layers, which normally my bottom one would be a gray, and then the top would be my silver or my gold for the bottom part of the pencil where the wood shavings are. But I'm just going to do this whole part in champagne from the glitter guy for now, and we'll go back in later and spray paint in our lead part. So you want a nice good coat on this, brush it off lightly. Clean up our glitter. And then I moved on to my silver next, and I should have done the pink first. So if you recreate this, I do recommend putting the pink first because it's a little bit darker than the silver. And if you get it into the silver, it does have a better chance of showing than the other way around. But I just try to keep the glitter out of the silver when I pour the pink on. I'm using Rosecco for this part. It's new, so I didn't take off the little silver cap, so we're just going to dump it on. And I do try to keep it off the silver because I know it's a little bit darker, like I said. And there's your glitter. Once you're happy with your glitter coverage, you're going to want to clear coat it with a clear spray paint and let it dry before we move on to our first layer of epoxy. let that cure, and then we'll come back, and I want to mark the bottom of the cup so I can put my pencil lead color in. And I just took a Sharpie on my tape measure and drew a circle so I can tape off that line, and then I'm going to spray paint it. And I do spray paint it black, but I go in later and change the color to a metallic silver because I think the black ends up being too dark for this tumbler. I wanted it to be a little bit softer to match the rest of the cup. Here you'll see where my black is, and I just didn't like how dark it was. But before we do that, I'm going to go in and put all my striping on. This is just a holographic silver nail tape that I got on Amazon. And I do all of the seams of the pencils and all of the little triangles at the bottom, plus in between the vinyl and the silver, and then the silver and the pink. And then once you've got all that finished up, we can move on to another coat of epoxy. And now that that epoxy's done, I'm going to tape off this black because I want it to be a silver instead. So we're just going to wrap it and spray paint it silver, video editing magic. And I used a metallic silver spray paint to give that good lead look. And here's it all finished. You can customize it with the teacher's name as well, if that's what you want to do, but I think it's beautiful as is. Hopefully something we said helped, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for hanging out.